dark nylon. The sheer weight of this catch is almost unimaginable, bending the thick steel cables to their absolute limits. This intense sequence perfectly illustrates the overwhelming abundance of the deep sea and the extreme mechanical forces needed to harvest it efficiently. Hovering precariously above the ship's wet deck, the bulging net is carefully guided into position by the diligent crew. The tension in the air is palpable as they prepare to release the massive cargo. Drops of seawater fall like heavy rain, splattering against the metal surfaces and the workers' bright boots. It is a moment of calculated suspense, showcasing the profound teamwork and unwavering concentration required to safely handle such colossal loads of fresh, wild seafood. This brutal industry relies heavily on advanced marine technology. Inside the quiet, darkened cabin, the captain's eyes are locked on glowing radar screens and complex sonar systems, tracking every movement of the seafloor. Outside, the deafening roar of diesel engines and the grinding of massive hydraulic winches dominate the environment. It is a perfect, necessary fusion of raw mechanical power and precise digital navigation, mastering the unpredictable wilderness.
Watch the tension on that chain. Hold it steady, here comes the swell. All right,
Once more, amidst the sprawling expanse of the dark blue sea, the yellow floating buoys create a striking visual boundary, corralling the massive school of fish. The water inside this perimeter practically boils with frantic marine life, trapped and waiting to be hauled aboard. It is a dramatic, high-stakes moment of the expedition, showcasing the raw effectiveness of the purse seine technique. The crew watches closely, ready to deploy the heavy lifting gear to secure their shimmering prize. Heavy steel brailer, rim bright, roosted oranchi plunge into the boiling mass of trapped fish. As it emerges, it is completely stuffed with an unimaginable volume of squirming silver bodies. The seawater pours from the mesh in a torrential downpour, catching the sunlight and creating a dazzling, chaotic spray. This particular shot is nothing short of majestic, perfectly conveying the brutal, heavy-duty mechanics required to extract such a rich bounty from the waves. Navigating the slippery, blood-stained deck requires exceptional balance and stamina. To crew members, clad in tough PVC aprons and bright yellow boots, manually drag the heavy, sodden netting across the steel floor. Every step is calculated, every pull is a massive exertion of physical force. The relentless nature of their job is fully exposed here, offering viewers a profound appreciation for the sheer grit and determination needed to maintain order on a commercial fishing ship. A close-up view reveals the stunning, intricate details of a freshly caught tuna lying on the wet deck. Its smooth, metallic gray skin reflects the ambient light, highlighting its streamlined, powerful physique. Surrounding it is a chaotic pile of similar catches, representing a highly lucrative harvest. This detailed observation momentarily pauses the chaotic action, allowing us to truly marvel at the exquisite beauty and commercial immense value of the ocean's finest predators.
I can't! The winch is jammed!
After miles of relentless dragging, the hydraulic winches scream into action, pulling the incredibly heavy load back to the surface. The steel cables pull taut, vibrating with the massive weight of the ocean's yield. Suddenly, the giant net breaks the water's surface, packed to the absolute brim with thousands of tightly compressed scallops. Cascades of seawater pour out from the chain links as the colossal, dripping catch is hoisted high into the air above the deck.
Heave! One more time. Secure the line. Oh yeah, look at the size of those. We hit the jack.
Swinging heavily above the wet metal deck, the giant net is carefully maneuvered into position by the crew. With a sudden release, the bottom opens and a massive waterfall of Japanese scallops violently crashes down. The deafening clatter of thousands of shells hitting the steel floor echoes across. The sprawling dark net hangs heavy over the ocean, a testament to the raw physical demand of commercial fishing. To crew members, clad in bright protective gear, strain against the immense weight of the soaked mesh. Every muscle is engaged as they wrestle with the dripping fabric, the salt spray mingling with their sweat. It is a grueling, relentless task under the glaring sun, highlighting the sheer scale of the operation and the unyielding nature of the sea they conquer daily.
Get this section clear now. Haul it up, there's a big one.
Suspended above the churning blue waters, the massive fishing net drips endlessly, casting a long shadow over the busy deck. Seagulls circle overhead, hoping for a stray scrap, while the fishermen coordinate their movements with practiced precision.
That end now.
The thick ropes groan under the immense pressure of the ocean's bounty. This footage brilliantly captures the intersection of human endurance and mechanical power, painting a vivid picture of the daily grind on an industrial vessel. As the enormous, braided mesh is hauled over the rusted metal railings, the sheer volume of water cascading back into the sea is truly breathtaking. The crew members, draped in waterproof yellow and blue gear, brace themselves against the violent swaying of the ship. Their hands, gripping the coarse netting, tell a story of hard labor and resilience. It is a spectacular, visual display of commercial fishing, where every single maneuver requires immense strength and sharp focus. The towering crane groans as it lifts the bloated, spherical brailer net straight out of the foaming ocean. Inside, countless silver fish thrash wildly, creating a mesmerizing, chaotic shimmer against the battle the relentless ocean winds and freezing spray, driven by the absolute necessity to maximize their harvest, while the ship remains over the fertile grounds. The weather turns hostile, replacing clear skies with dark, threatening clouds. Rough seas batter the hull, sending violent sprays of freezing white foam across the slippery deck. The fishermen brace themselves, fighting to maintain their balance as the massive ship pitches and rolls in the heavy swells. Despite the harsh and unforgiving conditions, the work never stops. Their resilience is tested against the raw, unbridled power of nature in the open ocean. A thick, glistening carpet of freshly caught fish. The sheer density of the harvest is staggering, transforming the walk space into a slippery, chaotic sea of silver and grey. The crew members must carefully navigate this overwhelming bounty, their boots sinking into the shifting mass. It is a powerful testament to the efficiency of industrial trawling, revealing both the incredible scale and the messy reality of the operation.
Watch out below!
Operating the heavy machinery requires not just muscle, but intense focus. A fisherman, his face etched with concentration, pulls a thick blue rope to manipulate the gigantic suspended net. The mechanical winch spins loudly in the back across the ship. Instantly, a towering mountain of fresh scallops floods the walk space. A chaotic and overwhelming display of the ocean's sheer abundance and the trip's success. Surrounded by the towering piles of fresh scallops, the fishermen immediately drop to their knees to begin the grueling sorting process. Wearing heavy waterproof gear and bright rubber gloves, their hands move with incredible speed. They sift through the endless sea of shells, discarding rocks and debris, while securing the valuable catch. It is backbreaking, repetitive labor, requiring intense focus and physical endurance as the ship constantly rolls with the waves. Under the harsh, glaring lights of the night shift, the fishing operation takes on an almost surreal, dramatic atmosphere. The crew, Wrapped in bright blue rain gear, fight against the cold wind and the crushing weight of the dark net. Water sprays everywhere, sparkling like shattered glass against the pitch-black sky. It is a brutal, exhausting verse in nature, emphasizing that the pursuit of the ocean's riches is a non-stop, 24-hour endeavor without any rest.
I'm on it, she's rusted tight. Watch the line. All right, start the winch, slow and steady. Engaging now, watch the cable. Clear on the... All right, easy on the chain now. It's clearing the shaft.
The massive winch grinds loudly as it wraps the thick, green braided netting around its enormous drum. The sheer scale of this machinery is awe-inspiring, easily dwarfing the fishermen who carefully guide the tangled mesh. This mechanical giant is the true heartbeat of the vessel, performing tasks that 100 men could never achieve by hand. Watching it operate is both terrifying and fascinating.
Bring her up slow.
A perfect illustration of the industrial might that drives modern sea harvesting.
Pull it up. It's stuck.
A breathtaking cascade of small, shimmering fish pours relentlessly from the elevator. Bended over the dark blue water, these brutal steel machines are finally released into the depths. Deep beneath the surface, the heavy steel dredge crashes into the dark, murky seabed. Its sharp metal teeth relentlessly scrape across the ocean floor, churning up thick clouds of silt and debris. In this harsh underwater environment, thousands of Japanese scallops are swept up by the raw mechanical force. They tumble chaotically through the murky currents, sliding straight into the heavy chain link nets that drag behind, trapping the ocean's hidden bounty inside. To process the massive volume, the crew opens the heavy steel hatches leading to the ship's underground holds. Using shovels and their gloved hands, they aggressively push the mountain of scallops toward the dark openings. The shells slide and clatter loudly as they cascade down into the icy storage below. The men work in perfect rhythm, fighting against the ship's sway, desperate to clear the slippery, cluttered deck before the next heavy dredge is hauled aboard.
Watch your hands down there. Almost clear on this side. Keep it moving, waves are picking.
We have a contact bearing 045.
Sorted by these calloused hands, will soon feed demanding seafood markets worldwide.
Pull it up. it steady. Steady on the
Operating these massive, dangerous machines requires flawless coordination. The fishermen move like a well-oiled machine, anticipating each other's actions without speaking. They strain together to pull heavy wet nets, secure swinging metal frames, and dodge treacherous steel cables. In this confined, wet, and highly hazardous walk space, mutual trust is everything. Their synchronized teamwork is the only thing that ensures both a successful harvest and their survival.
Left, bring it left slowly.
Got it. Coming left.
Easy now, easy, hold it there.
As the day wanes, a breathtaking golden sunset ignites the sky, casting a warm, brilliant glow over the restless ocean. The rough steel equipment and wet rubber gear of the fishermen are bathed in a stunning, cinematic light. But the beauty of the twilight offers no pause for the crew. They push through their growing fatigue, frantically shoveling the latest mountain of scallops into the hold, determined to extract every last ounce of bounty before darkness falls.
Scallops everywhere. Secure the load. All right, man, pull it up. Watch the net. Pull harder now. Steady, steady.
The ocean plunges into absolute darkness, completely isolated.